Hi everybody, my name is Joanne Ferreira and my business is called The Passionate Plan, and my mission is to help you live a life of deep meaning and do work that you're passionate about that makes a difference to the planet or to someone else. So today I'm going to talk about happiness. I was talking to my friends and I was struck by how not happy they were. And I was talking to one friend in particular, and it wasn't that she was unhappy, she was just meh, as my kids say. Bleh. There was like no joy, right? Nothing was actually wrong. And if you looked at her life on the outside, you'd be like, seriously, you're not happy? So it was interesting to me. And then I talked to another friend who clearly, she thought that if she ditched her current relationship, things would be much better for her. So we know a lot more about happiness than we did years ago. There's a ton of research and science. And most of us wonder, are we born happy, right? And as you look around, you might notice that some people are naturally Eeyores. They are not naturally happy. And some people are Tiggers like me, or some days I can be a regular, happy, joyful Winnie the Pooh. There is something called a happiness set point. People naturally have a set point, and if that's left alone, no matter what happens to them, they kind of come back to that set point. So that's genetics, and that accounts for 50% of your happiness. Now, the thing that we as humans tend to focus on is the next 10%, and it's a small amount. It's our circumstances. So we think, if we buy that new car, if we find the perfect lover, if we go on vacation and never come back, or if we retire, when we lose that extra weight or whatever, we'll be happy. And in fact, circumstances are only 10% of our happiness. Here's why. There's something called hedonic adaptation. Us humans, we're good at adapting. So if you get that sexy new car you always wanted, the top down, wind in your hair, right? Hang on to your toupee. You will soon get accustomed to that car and it will become normal, unfortunately, right? The perfect lover becomes normal and we're like, oh, what's next? So there's if you do the math, hopefully you do it, not me, there's a whole 40% left in there that's unaccounted for. And that's what I love to work with. That 40%, you can make a huge difference in how you think and the specific things that you can do to increase your happiness. And over the next coming months, I'm going to be talking about the specific things that you can do to raise your happiness quotient. Because who doesn't want to be more happy, right? Some of the things today that I can tell you offhand are that if you spend 20 minutes outside on a beautiful day with nice weather, you'll be happier. If you exercise, even if, again, 20 seems to be the magic number, 20 minutes every day, even if it's just walking, you'll be happier. Married people are 10% happier. As I still like to say, my husband is 100% happier. The happiest kids come from 4 particular countries, actually 3. Spain, what's the other 2? I forget, they're 2 Latin American countries. And the things that are important to make kids happy are a sense of community and family. So I'm sending my kids to those countries because they'll be happier there. So those are some of the things that we know. Now, what about shopping? This is the time of year where we're tending to spend some money on gifts for people, right? No matter what holiday we celebrate. Can money make us happier? I'm willing to be an experiment. However, we know people that win the lottery. Again, they're no more or less happier a couple months after winning the lottery, and sometimes they're worse off because now they have all these people harassing them to give them money, right? So can we shop for gifts that make us happier and make people happier? The answer is yes. There are some things to take note of. The first one is when you donate money, it makes you happier, especially if you know what the person, you know where the money is going to, right? So you can send money my way. It'll make you happier. Just kidding. The other, so donate money, donate time, right? The other thing that makes us happy is experiences. So if you can buy experiences for your family, your loved ones this year, that's going to make a huge difference. Take, for example, last Christmas, my kids love Broadway musicals and they particularly loved Wicked. They knew all the words. So their Christmas present was driving down to New York City staying alive, staying in New York and going to Wicked. And we have the music, we have the memories, we have the time together that we can keep coming back to. So whatever the holiday you celebrate, if you're going to purchase something for people, an experience is an awesome thing. And a couple of final things around buying your way to happiness. The other one is stop. If you do, like me, we're always looking for the best deal, right? Focus instead not on the best deal, but on what will actually increase your well-being. Will this purchase increase my well-being? And save your resources for things and experiences that increase your well-being. And finally, last tip. Instead of buying that huge big thing that you think will make somebody else happy or yourself, because we adapt to it, it makes more sense and is scientifically shown to increase your happiness more if you spread it out on little things that make your days extra special. So for instance, that special coffee you and your friends share, right? That could be a thing. I think that's all I got for today. Share this if you find the content useful, and tune in because over the next couple months I'm going to be talking and giving you practical tips on increasing your happiness so that we can experience a more joyful world. Until then, be passionate. See you soon.